After he finished destroying the United States economy early this week, Donald Trump on Tuesday morning announced that he was now going to start destroying the U.S. Constitution, right? I mean, you just finished tanking the economy, why not go after the Constitution next? And he did it by making this announcement on Truth Social. All federal funding will stop for any college, school, or university that allows illegal protests. Agitators will be imprisoned or permanently sent back to the country from which they came. American students will be permanently expelled or, depending on the crime, arrested. No masks! Thank you for your attention to this matter. Not exactly sure why he threw in no masks. Because typically, you know, these protests we're seeing on college campuses, they're not wearing masks. So I don't know. I mean, the Proud Boys wear masks when they go out and do their, you know, so-called protests. So are you going to prosecute them? No, you pardoned them. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Here's the thing. Illegal protests is a bit of a misnomer, right? Because technically, protesting is legal here in the United States. And if we're talking about a federally funded institution, then they, of course, fall under the guidelines of the U.S. First Amendment, which says we will not restrict, technically says Congress will not pass a law to restrict, so there's a little bit of gray area, but we will not restrict this, so no, you cannot actually stop protesters. And we all know exactly what protesters he's referring to. He is referring to the protesters who do not want to continue to see the slaughter of Palestinians, which of course has in turn been turned around into, if you're protesting the death of Palestinians, somehow you're anti-Semitic, right? Because that's how black and white things have to be in this country right now. If you support Palestinians not dying, you automatically will get labeled on social media and videos, whatever it is, as anti-Semitic. That is insane, by the way. But that's the world we live in. And Donald Trump is saying that these protests are illegal, even though they're not. Here's the thing. It drives me crazy. What he's saying is that if you break the law, there will be consequences. And that's kind of rich coming from him, right? The guy with 34 felony convictions says if you break the law, there's going to be consequences, and then he becomes president of the United States instead of getting consequences. But anyway, if you're a student and you participate in a protest, that is perfectly legal. If you're participating in a protest as a student and you vandalize a building, that's illegal, right? It doesn't, like, your First Amendment is not going to protect that. Why? Because illegal things are illegal no matter what. That's the point of this. And that's what people truly are not grasping here. If somebody on campus, part of a protest or just a regular student or just a citizen of the United States does something illegal, it is, by definition, illegal. Okay? Like, you're not constitutionally protected from not being prosecuted. You do have constitutional rights when it comes to being prosecuted, but you're not allowed to do something illegal and then say First Amendment. And of course, that's not happening. We don't have people out there breaking the law and then trying to say, like, but I was part of a protest, so it's totally legal. No, not happening. So Trump is taking something that's not real, making this policy announcement on Truth Social based on a total fantasy, and in doing so, stripping students across the country of their First Amendment rights. This is fascism. Fascism is not knocking on the door, folks. Fascism has burst through the front door and has made its home on your living room couch. It is here, and Donald Trump is their leader. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.